Alright, so Apple has been on my brain lately as a shareholder and as a newfound adopter of what I consider to be the Trinity of Apple items: the new iPad, the new Apple TV, and the new iPhone. And guys and gals out there in Cyberland, I will admit that I'm not an Apple fanboy. I have a love-hate relationship with Apple, but they have a product line that is a force to be reckoned with and a product solidarity that is unstoppable. And I'm about to show you some of the cross-platform goodies that these products offer. So the star of the show, of course, is the new iPad. Without it, we probably wouldn't have this conversation. If you noticed or you've heard, the Retina display is pretty much the best display on any device out there, even televisions at this time. And I'm not going to talk to you or bore you with technical jargon or babble, but anyone that's messed with a photo and tried to edit it or has zoomed in on something would notice that usually you get this graininess, this pixelation that happens, and it looks like a pointillism painting where you can see every little dot. I'm going to take it a step further. The iPad will only allow me to zoom in so far, but I can kind of temporarily force it to zoom past what it wants me to, and you'll notice it doesn't get grainy. So if you're into digital publications, this is a really nice new asset. Speaking of digital publications, I recently purchased a couple EPUB items from the newsstand, and once again, the photography is brilliant. We're going to take a look at Men's Health for a second. Photos are crisp on the new display. Men's Health has a little to be desired for when it comes to the actual font delivery. I do suspect that all of these e-publications are going to mature with the new screen and adapt to that technology. Right now we're looking at around 300-400 megs for a publication, but I think what's going to happen is they're going to be upwards on the gig. And as you can see, the way they deliver is pretty neat. In this one, you just scroll left to right. When you get to the publication, you can scroll down. If it's a whole article, you go down 5 or 10 pages, and you'll see they've got some sort of flash technology or HTML5 or whatever you want to call it built in, where you get some sort of dynamic content. National Geographic has a little better font delivery system. From what I can tell, you still can't zoom in like you might do with a Kindle and create your font sizes. They have some pretty splendid photos. They deliver video content, which is nice. The subscription prices seem to be pretty much in line with magazines. I kind of wish that they were a little less expensive, but with someone like National Geographic that's throwing in video and things like that, it can help justify the equal cost for not having actual print. Now, New York Times has the best font delivery system. They let you zoom in like the Kindle. You can lower or increase your font. I would like to see maybe 1 or 2 more levels of font out there, because you're going to have different people with different prescriptions of glasses or age groups or whatnot that might want a little bigger font. But these guys are on the right track. And I think what's going to happen is you're going to find that at some point all 3 of these publishers are going to take ideas from each other and blend them all into one super article delivery system. You can actually pipe out your video from the iPad to your Apple TV. So in a minute we're going to segue into the Apple TV, and then we'll probably come back to the iPad. But before we do, let's talk about space. I was kind of in an impasse. Do I want to have 32 gigs of storage? Do I want to have 64 or 16? Personally, I'm cheap. I would like to go the 16 route. I'm still debating on taking the product back. You do have a 30 days, no restocking fee return policy, but I'm concerned that as the magazine content starts to get larger, the extra space might make a difference. So that's your call, but understand you do not have expandable media devices here on the iPad, if you will, so you're stuck with your 16 or 32 gigs.